Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. Gina here, and I am starting this layout off with this black cardstock with this silver stars on it. It's very old. It was a DCWV cardstock a long time ago, and it's just been sitting in my black folder for as long as I can remember. So I decided to use it with this photo here of my nephew Mason, and he's carrying around a Sprite bottle. And he didn't drink Sprite at that age. He just stole it from his father. So, but I'm going to name this title Bottle Upgrade because it's definitely an upgrade from the baby bottle that he typically carried around. And I got this idea for this layout off of a post on Facebook. And unfortunately right now I can't remember the name of the person who posted it, but when I remember, I will definitely give credit in the description box below. And all I'm doing here is I'm taking a bunch of buttons, and that was the point of her layout, was to use a bunch of buttons on the layout. So I'm going to put them in sort of a rainbow color around the layout. And I wanted to start with a large button on each of the for each of the colors. And I had a long time ago bought these buttons that came in these little containers with these large button tops. So the color of the button indicated the color on the top. The button on the top indicated the color of the buttons inside, and they're those large, like the orange one right there. You can see that was the top of the container, and I was hoping that I had them for every one of the colors on the layout, but I don't. And I am not using that red one that is there right now, but see here I find the green one, and then I'm going to go back and get my red buttons. There you go. So I decide that I'm going to use those for every one of the colors that are arranged around this layout. But unfortunately I went back to look for the yellow one and I don't have it, so I have to just go with what I have here in that smaller but still bigger than the rest of the buttons for yellow. And I think it turns out okay in the end. But right now I'm just going through all my buttons. I keep my buttons in an old card catalog, and they're sorted by color in these drawers, and this works very well for me. I used to keep them in mason jars, but that didn't work because I would have to spill out the whole mason jar and go through them and then somehow figure out how to get the buttons back in the mason jar. Not so easy. So here's the blue button that came with that, came with those buttons that I was telling you about, and then here's the purple one. And then I'm going to put a white one, I thought, right there. And I think I do keep it there, actually. So again, just arranging these buttons the way that I want them. And there we go with purple. And unfortunately, it was funny because I couldn't find as many purple buttons as I wanted. I have a lot of purple buttons, but most of them are the same. So here I go now with white buttons. I thought that was with the white background circle, I thought that was a good transition into the photograph. And I really like how this looks. And I appreciate the idea from that person on Facebook. Now I've gone through and I've used glue dots to glue all of these buttons down, and I thought here that I was going to use some twine and just go through the bigger buttons and add twine to them, but I pulled this gray twine and it didn't really go with red, and then I couldn't figure out, you know, other than using white, what color would look good with all of the buttons. So I'm going to try this here, and then I'm going to give up on this idea completely because I don't like the way gray looks with red, and I wouldn't have liked it the way it looked with orange or yellow either. And I could have gone and used a color that's sort of either white or black. Black probably would have looked best, but I decided to scrap that idea at the end and just go with this. And now I'm going to look at my thickers, and I'm going to show you here how I keep my thickers. I haven't done that in the past. Oh, I thought I brought the sticker, the thicker box over to show you how I use how I store my thickers, because I haven't done that before, to show my storage and then how I go through them to figure out what thickers I'm going to use. And I'm going to try to use this thicker what's the word I'm looking for? Ruler that's supposed to help you line up all of your letters, and then you just pull it off. And unfortunately for me, I can't get this ruler to work. I don't care how many times I move my letters around when I'm trying to do it. and it just doesn't work for me. It would be better for me to just sit there and use a ruler, a regular ruler, and try to get them to sit where I want them, because I can't figure out how to get that thicker ruler to work. I'm missing something, obviously. And there we go. So I have upgrade there, and I'm trying to find a font now that will go with, fit in that small spot I've got. And I've got this container here of, I keep all my mini letter stickers in this small cellophane bag, or it's like it's a plastic bag. It's not made of cellophane, and that didn't work. So I pulled out these letters from a planner pack, and I like these better. So I'm just going to put bottle up here above the word upgrade. And we'll go through that. I put all of the letters out on my hand so I don't have to keep pulling them off of the sticker sheet. And then we're going to call this bottle upgrade, and I like that, but I feel like the layout needs something more. So I'm going through, this is how I keep all of my, well, not all of them, but some of my word stickers. I've taken adhesive and just adhered them all in this little notebook, this composition book. But after a while, the composition book got too big, and now it doesn't really, it works because I like to just go through and just pull out the ones that I like. So I'm just putting some word stickers on here. I think that one says you are a cutie or something like that. You're a cute one. Yeah, I think it says you're a cute one or something of that sort. And then I put that label down with the heart down there at the bottom to put the date on when I figure out what the date was, because I can't remember. And now I'm just picking the layout up to make sure I did get all of the bottle, all the buttons. All of the buttons adhered. And then I felt like I needed some buttons to balance the layout down in that right hand corner, so I took that and did that. And then I'm going back to my word stickers because I feel like I need something else on the layout, and that one didn't work. There was nothing else in there. So I have label and word stickers also in this sort of container. This is one of those refrigerator containers that a lot of people keep their stamps in, and they're the right size to keep these label stickers. And I'm just going through and I'm trying to pull my storage over when I'm doing layouts now, so you can see how I store things. I'm going to get back into that detailed room tour, but I haven't gotten a chance to do that yet. I'm actually off to Raleigh today, so I'm trying to get this done before I go. And then I just wanted a little thing here. So I pulled this pack of Post-it notes, and it says this happened, and because I want some journaling on the layout. So I'm just going to take a blue pen after I put that there. Memories. And that's it. I guess I didn't show you the journaling. So that's the abrupt end to this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Thank you guys for watching.